Welcome to Digital Abundance Podcast. This is a really special one for you today because I'm going to tell you exactly how I made $42,000 selling digital products in 3 months. And this was my first 3 months of selling digital products. I made $42,000. It actually worked out to be just around $49,000 in the end of the first 3 months. But yeah, it was around $42,000 in the first 2.5 months. By the end of it, $49,000, and I'm going to show you the little video of the amount on Gumroad. I actually started out on Gumroad. So before we get into this is the Digital Abundance Podcast. On this page, we talk about digital income streams, identity shifting, mindset training, how to become your greatest version, and how to live an abundant and free life. That's the goal here, living abundantly and living freely and not feeling like you're completely tied to something that means that you have to stay in a specific place, just living freely. You know, I've always been about the laptop lifestyle since I was, since I was in college. And so, let's go. How did I make $42,000 in just 3 months selling digital products? Let's get into it. So firstly, I did a content challenge. That content challenge, what it did was it gave me data. And that data was the thing that gave me the information that I needed in order to create a digital product that my audience wanted. So I've always said this, and this is something that can be controversial. Some people say no, some people say you should do it this way, some people say just do it the other way. I say content first. Create the content first, really understand what people are looking for, what they need, and for that you're going to have to do some research. And for that as well, you might even just need to look at what other people are creating in the same kind of niche. And that's where you can now start creating. Okay, for me, I went into selling digital products from blogging. So I created a lot of blogs before I even started selling digital products because I was always into blogging. That's one of the first things that I did online was blogging. And so because of that, I already had a bit of data, but what I was doing is I was talking to people about or teaching people how to make money using blogging. And I wrote 60 articles in 30 days on Medium. So the first thing I did was I did a content challenge, which was a written content challenge, blog posts, and they were on Medium. I did 60 articles in 30 days. That was 2 articles a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. So here's the moral of this story. When you want to start a digital product business and you feel a bit confused as to where to start, just start with doing a content challenge. Even if you don't know what you want to teach, eventually that will be revealed to you. If you're someone who likes to cook, for example, and you like talking about food, just start writing about food. You might not know what aspect of food you want to teach, but eventually those things will be revealed to you when you start creating the content. Confidence comes from action. It doesn't come from just sitting around thinking about the confidence. You have to actually take action, and that is when you're going to realize which direction to go in. Action actually builds clarity as well. And so that's what happened. I did that 30-day challenge. What happened after that was the catalyst for my digital product business. I didn't have a digital product at the time. I just had a newsletter, and that was on Gumroad. And so what happened was I wrote an article about how to start making money from your blog. It wasn't a specific amount of money, actually. It was just how to start making money from your blog. And I noticed so many comments. I noticed some people saying I've made $500, but I haven't been able to make anything more than 500. I've made 1,000. I haven't made anything more than 1,000. So I decided to create an ebook called the Blog Accelerator, how to make your first $4,000 a month as a blogger. Okay. That ebook was put on Gumroad. I was selling it for $10 at first, and then I increased it to $15. That ebook changed everything. I started to get sales immediately as soon as I put it up. And that is what got me the $42,000. These are the factors that actually led to that $42,000. Doing a content challenge, building a relationship with my audience, understanding what my audience wanted, creating more content geared around what my audience wanted, then eventually creating a problem-solving digital product to help my audience to accelerate their digital product businesses, their blogging businesses, I mean. And it was a really simple blog title, the Blog Accelerator, how to start making $4,000 a month from your blog. Simple. And it's telling you this is what it's about. People want to make money from their blog. They want to know how to do it, and they want to know how to do it quickly. So the word accelerator already sparks in people's brains. Okay, this ebook is going to teach me how to start making money from my blog, and it's going to teach me how I can start making $4,000 a month from my blog because I'm not making enough. Okay, so aside from all the action that I took, I made a very clear decision that I wanted to make at least $10,000 a month. It wasn't really a target or a goal. It was just, I want to make $10,000 a month. And I wasn't saying I want to. I started to say, I am making. So I did these affirmations and I wrote them out every day. I would do 3 pages of affirmations every day. I am making $10,000 a month. I am making $10,000 a month. I am making $10,000. I just kept on repeating and rinsing and repeating and rinsing and repeating. And then I actually recorded it. There's an app on the Apple Store called it's Parrot, and you can record your voice into it and you can put it on a loop. So I was listening to it over and over and over and over again every day as I was working. Every day as I was working, I wasn't listening to music. I wasn't watching TV. I was focused. That's another thing. Focus. Make a decision, focus, take action. Make a decision, focus, take action. Another thing that I did was I blocked out the noise of people that were saying, oh, you can't make money from digital products, it doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. I completely blocked out those people, okay? If you're someone who wants to start building a digital product business and you want to do it quickly, but with full focus, full dedication, and to learn and fully understand how you're building this business to the $10,000 a month. If you're a woman specifically, I am offering 5 women the opportunity to join my 90-day Accelerator program, which is usually $4,000. And I've brought it down to $297 for 5 women exclusively to join. Okay, for 5 women to join over the next couple of days, next 48 hours, 5 women to join this powerful 90-day Accelerator program. Okay, in that program, you're going to be doing all the things that I did to hit my $42,000 in 3 months, which is almost the $10,000 mark. Okay, I pretty much got to that by the end of it. It was $49,000 towards the end of the 3 months. That is amazing for a newbie digital product seller. Simply decide that this is what you want and that is the end of it. There's no ands, ifs or buts. There's no, oh, I'm not sure if this is going to work. You don't have an option. If this is in your heart and your soul, this is your conviction, you don't have an option. Okay? So this is what we're going to do. I have a link in the description for the 90-day Accelerator program. It's only for 5 women. I'm not going to be giving this out again for this price because it is supposed to be a higher ticket offer. $297 for 5 women only to grab this. In the next 48 hours, most of those spaces will most likely be gone. So if you're an ambitious woman, if you're not lazy, if you're really ready to take things to the next level for yourself, go to the description, click the description, the link in the description, scroll through, see how to make your payment of the $297, make your payment, start the process, and we can begin this process of building your $10,000 a month digital product business. Thank you.